Let's quickly talk about SAP inventory management. I mean, it's one of those things a lot of people are asking questions about SAP inventory management. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it crappy? Whatever it is. In today's conversation, I'll answer all questions that you have. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. So when you think about SAP inventory management, I want you to think about SAP as an ERP first, okay? And so this inventory management is part of the larger ERP. And the cool thing is that SAP offers a lot of different products, many of which include one or more SAP inventory management features. For the sake of simplicity in today's conversation, this review is going to focus on SAP's top offerings. So we have the SAP S/4HANA module. So this module actually includes many of the features business owners look for when shopping for an inventory management system. But you can always check out the SAP store to learn more about the other products that the platform is offering. Like I said, SAP is an ERP. It's a software behemoth. They do offer a lot of things. But when we talk about SAP, I want to say right off the bat that SAP in our analysis, for all intents and purposes, is great for advanced inventory needs. If you're looking for like very basic inventory needs, go with all the smaller players. Like we can go with Inflow or maybe Ordoro to a certain extent. But if you're looking for complex inventory management, inventory optimization, inventory cataloging, inventory tracking needs, then you want to go with SAP. You want to go with fishbowl inventory. You want to go with all the heavyweights when it comes to ERP. Okay, so the first thing you have to know about SAP is that it's extremely customizable. You can mix and match different modules to get the exact combination of supply chain and inventory management features that you want. Unfortunately, that makes the platform seriously complicated. That's why we only recommend signing up for SAP if your business has advanced inventory needs and you have extensive experience working with ERP solution. On the SAP platform, nothing is spelled out for you. In fact, just finding the right product for your needs is a challenge. There are a lot of technical terms and the options can be overwhelming. So if you are new to inventory management, chances are you'll get confused and frustrated with the platform long before you get to set up the right location optimization for your inventory management. So this is really important. The good news is that SAP can just do about anything. They can do anything that you can think about, provided you have the technical acumen to make it happen. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. And in today's conversation, we are talking about SAP. And one thing I want to say about SAP inventory management is that you have inventory management in a nutshell, but at a very higher level. Again, you have to have complex inventory needs. If you're going with something basic, go with the other players. Go with Shopify inventory management. Go with Square inventory management. Okay, but with SAP, you are able to really look at a lot of things. You are able to track all of your business. Let's say your stocks in and out. Optimization, as I said, management, reporting. Reporting is really important. So when we talk about ERP in the context of SAP, we're speaking about a platform that allows you to not only monitor inventory, but also take care of your finances, operations, budgeting, and planning and logistics all in one. With SAP, many companies will have real-time data on inventories. This is a vital capacity for the expansion and management of more complex supply chains. I want to insist on that word, more complex, because a lot of folks believe that you don't have to be a large company though. You can be like when I say complex, you don't have to generate $1 million in revenue. No, you can generate $10,000 or $20,000 or $50,000. But if your supply chain is complex, then you need a tool that actually can handle that complexity. That's what I mean. Okay, so the thing is that we've seen in our analysis for the last 20 to 25 years that a lot of customers prefer SAP compared to other softwares because you have the flexibility. Due to the increased demand for products and services, even smaller businesses used the ERP systems that SAP provides. From the warehouse to customers, from customer, let's say from inventory optimization to inventory tracking, SAP is giving you the constellation of features and capabilities and modules you need to run your supply chain appropriately. So the thing here is that there are many benefits that SAP inventory management, in our view, brings to the table. You have accuracy and timeliness. You have realistic production schedule. You have quality checking. you have inventory analysis, and you have correct reporting. So in our view, in the end, this is a really great value added. Now, let me talk to you about the pros and cons here, because not everything is perfect with SAP, of course, and it is a human endeavor. So let's talk about the pros and cons. So the pros: you have sophisticated AI for smarter automation. You have a central solution for company-wide business processes. You have excellent business insights, and you have a completely customizable solution. This is really important, okay? SAP is a completely customizable solution. That means that you can get the exact inventory management features you need without dealing with features you don't want, okay? And especially if you were to choose the SAP S/4HANA features, this is a really a great tool that features that actually embeds an intelligent AI-driven tool that learns as you use the program. This AI can automatically generate follow-up tasks throughout your company to respond to goods, issues, purchase orders, or any other events within your business. So that keeps everyone in your business on the same page. This is really cool, right? And also what we love here is that SAP extends your business intelligence even further with its advanced reporting capabilities. So with SAP, you don't just get basic stats on your inventory levels, you can get in-depth reports on your inventory performance among specific demographic groups like women aged 20 to 45 and geographical territories like the Pacific Northwest. So this gives you, like, this level of granularity, in our view, gives you more insight into what your business is doing well and where you can improve. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are talking about SAP inventory. So this is SAP inventory management. This is an in-depth review of SAP inventory management. So let's talk about the weaknesses. Now, you have an extremely complicated system. You have a lengthy implementation process. You have high prices, and you do have disappointing customer support, in our view. So while customization may be a perk, it can also be a drawback if it complicates your system. And unfortunately, that's exactly the case with SAP. So the biggest downside of SAP is how complicated the system is. Instead of including all inventory management features within a single inventory management module, for instance, SAP's inventory features are spread out across hundreds of products. And that is actually, that's the fact that SAP recently rebranded its product offerings, and there is just a lot of confusion around how to find the right product. I mean, think about it. So, we are confused as hell. When we were doing research for this show, it was really confusing. And once if you do find the right SAP inventory management solution, it doesn't get any easier, honestly, because the system itself is hard to implement because it's very complicated. In fact, many companies spend months or even years trying to get their SAP system dialed in. And SAP customer support is not a ton of help either. While SAP does offer extensive training material, documents and manuals only go so far. So let's talk about the process here. So how to start doing inventory management through SAP inventory management, really. So the thing is, doing inventory management is pretty lengthy and complex, okay? But I'll quickly talk about the main elements you need to pay attention to if you're interested in that aspect of things. First, you need to get a SAP software universal ID. Again, this is for the newbies, right? If you already have an ID or know what to do, you may have to go to number 2. But here, as a first timer, you have to have your own SAP universal ID. And so at the lower right, you go to the SAP website and you need to get SAP Universal ID. So you need to input all the details needed on the next page. So once submitted, open your email to get the 6-digit code for verification. And once received, input it. And you now have a SAP Universal ID. That's how they actually identify you. So now you have to upgrade your account to a trial account in SAP ETP Cockpit. So before proceeding, know that you cannot employ many apps and tools with only a trial account. Hence, you will have to apply for a paid version. Anyway, you need to actually find a way to upgrade if you want to. You need to enter your location and mobile number to receive the notification code from SAP. And then once you actually are in the system, you have to navigate the system. You have to navigate SAP. At this point, you are now free to check and familiarize yourself with its features. And for the newbies, you want to check the available tutorial first, okay? And it'll be easier for you to do the basic steps once you really are familiarizing yourself. And then you need to create your sub account. So aside from your trial sub account, it's better to make another one. It's easy to do it anyway. So you just create a sub account. It's very easy. That part is very straightforward on the website. So that's not complicated at all. And you need to create also and subscribe to SAP apps and tools. So once you have created your sub accounts, you need to actually subscribe to the service marketplace. So you want to choose those you think you need, those apps you think you need most in your business, and click create afterwards. So for example, you can choose like inventory management, and and so you get the updates. Next, what you want to do here is you want to create what they call destination and setup cloud connection. So again, I'm not going to go into detail because actually walking you through a SAP setup will take like a full day or a year for that to happen. But I'm just giving you the main points here so you have a clear idea about the itinerary you need to follow. So first, you want to gain a SAP software universal ID. Navigate SAP. You want to create your sub account. You want to create and subscribe to SAP app and tools. You want to create destination and setup cloud connection. Then you need to actually think about inventory management here in terms of making sure you are on the right page. And please think about navigating SAP for inventory management in terms of good receipts. Those are things that you need to familiarize yourself with at some point if you're trying to really use the tool optimally. Okay. One thing I want to say here is that depending on the kind of configuration you have, you will need to you might need to talk to someone at SAP, or you might need to hire a third-party SAP implementation specialist to kind of come and do the stuff for you. I mean, we have a lot of clients, a lot of our business clients, they actually have hired a third-party SAP implementation specialist to come actually do the configuration for them. Now, the ROI, once you have the SAP inventory management features to work, the ROI is very, very helpful. It's very high, but you need to get the system up and running first. And that's where really things really take time. Okay. And also once you have that set up, you are able to oversee the movements through tables and charts. So you can see movements of your inventory through tables and charts. And it's really important to understand that you see, the more you do this, the better you become at it. It's also important to understand that you have to have the right SAP products to be able to have access to the full, I would say, feature set, because SAP is such a giant, is such a, I would say, a behemoth when it comes to software and capabilities, that you can get lost very easily if you don't know which features and which features you have to go after. Speaking of features, I want to quickly talk to you about the key features of SAP inventory. Okay, and so you have things like supply chain management, you have sales, you have manufacturing, you have research and development, and engineering. Let's quickly go through that here. So supply chain management. So first and foremost, SAP gives you lots of options for physical inventory management. Anytime you enter, let's say, any inventory movement, the system's advanced AI automatically triggers follow-up tasks in other areas of your business. So if you log a goods issue as part of an order fulfillment, the system can automatically generate a production order to replenish your stock. So you can control your AI too by using allocation guidelines, goods receipts, preferences, and best practices for picking, packing, and shipping, the PPS. So this gives you total control, okay? It gives you total control over your warehouse logistics, allowing you to coordinate inventory transfers to minimize waste, loss, and production interference. This is really cool. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We're talking about SAP inventory review here. This is an in-depth review, so you have a clear idea what you're getting yourself into if you were to go with SAP. So I'm just speaking to you about the key features of SAP inventory here. So you have a supply chain management, you have a sales, you have manufacturing, you have research, development, and engineering. Let's talk quickly about sales. So SAP provides, let's say, sophisticated sales support for your business. The system is all connected, so any sales orders or purchase orders on a particular product will automatically be reflected on that item's stock level. And so this allows your sales representatives to see the most up-to-date inventory quantity for that product, not waiting for your warehouse employees to complete a periodic manual cycle counts and updates the stock counts by hand. And SAP also works well with multiple sales channels, so you can manage social media, e-commerce, and face-to-face retail stores in one place. And this is kind of cool. And with SAP's advanced reporting you get greater insight into who's buying your products and where. And SAP also helps you manage incentives for your sales reps no matter where they're selling. In terms of manufacturing, SAP is just fantastic. You have advanced materials management, so you can run a lean production system with just-in-time replenishment. That's why I was just telling you at the beginning that you do need to have advanced inventory management needs. You can also create complex production orders and bills of materials. You can allowing you to plan and complete production jobs that involve multiple assembly steps and specialized machinery. This is kind of cool. So with SAP's advanced inventory tracking, you can even keep tabs on your storage locations. No more misplacing valuable materials. So speaking about, running your inventory across multiple geographies, this is really good. And when it comes to research, development, and engineering, with SAP ERP software, you can keep everyone in your company on the same page. Let's quickly talk about integrations here. Now, the thing is that SAP is, as you know, as an ERP, it is a behemoth in the software space. So basically, the point I'm trying to make here is that SAP offers thousands of integrations. I mean, thousands of integrations, hardly surprising rather, considering how widely used the software is. These integrations include complex warehouse managers, advanced inventory management services, supply chain management products, third-party logistics providers, and offerings from all of the following categories. You have accounting and financial close, accounts receivable, billing and revenue management, analytics, application development and integration, asset management, business technology platforms. You have a CRM and customer experience. You have commerce, core HR and payroll, customer data, cybersecurity, governance, risk and compliance, database and data management, digital supply chain, ERP and finance, ERP for small and mid-sized business. You have employee experience management, financial planning and analysis, HR analytics and workforce planning, HR and people management, HR and people engagement. You have intelligent technologies, manufacturing, marketing, network and spend management, procurement. So I really am going through the list here because it is important to know the kinds of integrations around which SAP revolves. So we talk about marketing. I said procurement. Yeah, procurement. You have research, development, and engineering. You have sales. You have selling and fulfillment. You have services, procurement, and contingent workforce. You have strategic sourcing. You have supplier management. You have supply chain logistics. You have talent management. You have travel and expense and treasury management. So basically, the point I'm trying to make here is very simple. Basically, SAP offers pretty much everything you need to keep your inventory transactions and storage locations under one control. So you are able to monitor things from multiple standpoints. You're able to see exactly what's happening in terms of your inventory strategy, your inventory optimization, your inventory categorization. All of these things are possible, and many more, by the way, many more within SAP. All of these things are possible. Let's talk about pricing here. So the thing is that SAP S/4HANA is one of hundreds of ERP products offered by SAP. And these products can range anywhere from 89 cents to $75,000. And unfortunately, SAP is not particularly forthcoming about whether those prices are one-time fees, monthly rates, or annual licensing costs. In general, though, we recommend getting SAP S/4HANA because it's a good, well-rounded product that's pretty close to what you would get with other ERP systems like SIN 7 or Fishbowl Inventory, for example. It allows you to record goods receipts and facilitates communication between the various departments in your organization. Another perk of a SAP S/4HANA is it's available for free for 30 days. But after that, you'll have to request a quote to get an exact price. After asking SAP's customer support multiple times, we know that your pricing depends on the modules you need, the number of users you have in your organization, and the size of your business. Okay, but we were not able to get any concrete info about price ranges. Remember what we said about customer service being unhelpful? This is what it is. So client service is not really there. I mean, it is a mixed bag. It is. I mean, honestly, we love customer service from a Sin7 or Fishbowl inventory better. So this is really what it is. Okay, so the thing is that SAP, the tool is great, but customer service not really that. I would say 50-50 or 45-55, with 55 being like on the good side and 45 being on the less good side. Okay, it's one of those things you have to really pay attention to and ask yourself, is that what you really need? So what is our verdict here? What is the takeaway? Well, is SAP a go or no go? In our view, SAP is a go. Definitely, we recommend SAP. The only thing is you got to know exactly what you want, because SAP systems offer a lot of advanced capabilities, which allow you to consolidate and manage all of your business processes in one place, and they can be customized to include specialized features and processes, right? While that's great for large multinational companies, it also makes SAP software a bit unwieldy for the average small business owner. So unless your business has some seriously advanced technology needs, or let's say you employ an inventory management with a ton of experience with the ERP system, SAP probably is not right for you. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time, but God bless you. But I just want to quickly recap today's video. So I was talking to you about SAP inventory management, giving you a full review of the tool. So I give you the overview, the pros and cons, the process, the features, the integrations, the pricing, the client service, and the verdict. Thank you. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.